Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Laura and this is Small Stuff Big Family, and today's video is part of our big blended family vacation to Tennessee, where we explored the Great Smoky Mountains with its sweeping mountain views and incredible wildlife sightings. We also had some really fun adventures in the surrounding area outside the national park like Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, and Sevierville. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Good morning. We are on our second day in Great Smoky Mountain National Park, and we are hiking Grotto Falls Trail today. This is about a 2.5 mile trail, but we got here at 8:15 and we had to park rather at the bottom of this hill. So it added like another, I don't know, 0.4 miles or so to the length of our trail. So we're headed up here now. When they say get here early, they're not joking. It's a very small parking lot, and then you just have to kind of take your first chance on the side of the road like the rest of us if you get here a little bit later. I would say definitely get here before 8 o'clock if you're trying to do this trail in the summertime. But let's get to the top of the trail and we'll take you along with us. Lexi and Michaela brought their hiking sticks that they bought at the Cades Cove Visitor Center. If you guys missed that, that was what we did for our first day in the Smokies. We got to see 2 bears while we were in Cades Cove. It was amazing. Beautiful views. Mark just goes, Paisley found the waterfall. We're done. That's what she found.
What is this?
It's just like the runoff from the rain, Gigi.
It's kind of cool though.
That's not Grotto Falls. We made it up to the top of the hill. They do have bathrooms up here. Now we're ready to go get on the trail, but this is the parking lot. It's very small. So if you want one of the premium spots, you gotta get up early. Here we go. Now we're at the start of Grotto Falls. 1.4 miles to Grotto Falls. Look who we ran into. Oh my gosh, I feel like I see celebrities in front of me. This is Nick and Rachel from An Adventure with Nick and Rachel.
Hello. If you didn't know, you're going through a old growth forest right now.
Yeah, that's what we're videoing. It's a lot of these trees didn't get logged, so this is one of the original trees from the park that didn't get chopped down.
That is amazing. So for more really informative, really well done Great Smoky Mountain National Park videos, vlogs, they do a whole bunch of stuff, backpacking, right?
Yep.
Go follow their channel. I'll leave it linked down below.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah. I still cannot believe that of all the trails in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park that we just so happened to run into Nick and Rachel. That was so cool. I've been watching their videos for quite a long time. Be sure to check them out.
I love crossing them.
Come on, Paige, you can do it. You can hear the waterfall. Are we almost there? We made it to the waterfall. The kids all brought their water shoes, so they're gonna get in the water just with their feet. Some people brought actual swimming suits. They're gonna swim in it. I bet that water's really cold. But wow, this is beautiful. Definitely worth the hike.
It can't be ice cold. There's no ice in it.
Careful. Ben's surfing. All of that was before we even got to the real waterfall. that waterfall was absolutely gorgeous. The water was very cold, but the kids enjoyed putting their feet in. The water did feel really nice and refreshing, and it was really beautiful. So we spent quite a bit of time there. You could spend easily, I would say, 30 minutes to an hour just at the falls itself. I definitely recommend planning some time to hang out at the falls once you're there. There's plenty of space, even though this is a pretty heavily trafficked trail. There was plenty of space for all of our kiddos to spread out and the other groups that were there too. So if you're hiking with kids, I definitely think that this is a good one to do, nice and easy. It's definitely mostly uphill on the way up, but that means we've got mostly downhill going back down since it's an out and back trail. I definitely think it's doable. All 5 of our kids could handle it just fine. Now we're headed back to the car and we're gonna go on to our next adventure here in the Smokies. We're gonna head over to the North Carolina side for a little bit. We're going to Clingman's Dome. So come along with us for the next adventure. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive to get from the Grotto Falls trailhead to Clingman's Dome, but honestly, we knew that our kids would appreciate having the break between the 2 hikes, and so in full transparency, we put a movie on for them so that Mark and I could just enjoy the views along the way. And we did stop at a couple little historic buildings. Mostly I just got out so I could look at them. The kids were kind of tired and over it after their hike, but we did stop at a picnic area so that we could all have a little packed lunch that we had brought along. Everybody could use the bathrooms. I believe this was called the Chimney Tops picnic area, and it turned out to be the perfect little place kind of halfway between the 2 trails. We made it to the base of Clingman's Dome. Now we're gonna go ahead and walk up. It's a very steep half-a-mile hike up to Clingman's Dome, but I've heard that it's worth it. It was getting chilly when we first got here. It was like 65 degrees whenever you get to the parking lot. Working up a sweat now, going up this hill. I think we're almost there. Made it to the dome. Now we just got to make it up to the top. Lex, we're taller than the trees now. Look at all the trees down there.
I see
I already saw it first.
Lex sees the arch. She wins.
There's no arch.
If you look this way, it shows you where the border is. Tennessee and North Carolina.
Take a picture by the border. I just want to take your guys' picture.
Now it's time to hike back down. I can see the parking lot way down there. And you can also see that it's about to start raining. The sky's getting darker. We're hurrying down the mountain. We made it to the bottom and it's not raining yet. We're gonna go check out the visitor center. I like to collect 2 things when I go on vacation. I like to collect stickers and magnets. So I think these are the 2 picks that I'm gonna take for our Clingman's Dome adventure. Those were some really beautiful views from the top of Clingman's Dome, so I definitely think it was worth it. It's just a little, but very, very steep. Like I'm telling you, we weren't the only ones, but there were multiple people that had to stop at multiple points on the way up for a break. On the way back down, though, it was all downhill. Honestly, that's like harder on my knees going back down. So like I wasn't huffing and puffing on the way back down by any means, but my knees were starting to buckle a little bit at the end. Anyway, we all made it, and it was really pretty views at the top. I definitely think it's worth a stop if you happen to be over on this side of the Smokies. There is one more little place that we passed on the way up to Clingman's Dome. It's called Newfound Gap. So we're gonna stop there too. I saw at the visitor center they had little pencils that had like all the elevation points of some of the major spots here in the Smokies, and it's over 6,000 feet at Clingman's Dome, the highest point in the Smokies in Tennessee. Newfound Gap in comparison is about 5,000 feet or a little over that. Here's part of the Appalachian Trail. That is so neat. That is one trail that I have not been on yet, so here we go. So now I can say I've been on the Appalachian Trail. I'm not gonna go very far, obviously, because Mark and the kids are staying in the car. I think the kids are all hiked and outdoorsied out for the week. That is probably gonna be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with us. This has been a beautiful trip to the Smokies. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.
Oh, everything. Can I have water? Lola, oh my goodness, you find Lola back there with Nick and Rachel. And Lexi too. She's just hanging with Nick and me.